the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. On now the former Cowboy, Dan Bailey, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Prescott finding Witten. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Check Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Being chased down left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. They go play action. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Gun. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Hey, Steve 6. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Austin. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Here we go. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, but it's going to be second down. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East, then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders, but we're only 2 more wild card spots. There were some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. Because if you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Completes it to Jason Witten. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Third and long for Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Let's get the ball.
Hey, kill.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady. All right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks too.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come up the ball.
Prescott now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 1, Cousins over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey got the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Stephen gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Prescott. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cousins now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third down, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense was... Definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Get ready.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, he completes it to Abdullah. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Cousins now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete. Abdullah. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, we're good. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone. I know, easy. Right there, 54, Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means Your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Cousins to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Good route here.
Here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Gun. Check right 54. Line 54. Go your job. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rush. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 46. Line 54. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Prescott to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.